Hello, this video is about the question if the sound of the door of the balcony proves Tostee wrong. So we first need to look to 2 minutes information about such door. It's not the same door, but I want to show something with this. Then it's two minutes, then we go back to the Tostee case. Check it. Wait.
Wouldn't it be great if the door just opened for you? After years of research and development, AutoSlide has developed an automatic door system that easily attaches to the existing sliding doors in your home. Is this just another gimmick that you don't...
So check the different possibilities to open the door. It can be like this, but there are different kinds. And so don't say too fast, oh, this door was the other way. I know it must not be exactly the same, but I want to show something. So check the differences.
Not to the thousands around the world who have already seen the countless advantages of having an AutoSlide.
I think the AutoSlide is a really good solution for people with mobility issues.
And listen to the sound. What this guy made. How this. There was a sound when he opened it. It was a sound. This will have. This is important. I go a little bit back.
An AutoSlide.
I think the AutoSlide is a really good solution for people with mobility issues, and also if they have got pets, they don't have to keep getting.
In both cases, there was a sound when they opened it, when they started to open it. There's some kind of magnet.
Up and down to open the door for the dogs.
With optional accessories for your pet, such as the pet mat, pet sensor, and the collar sensor, your You
see, there are different kinds to open. It can be such a maybe this is RFID or don't know, but there are different kinds how you can open such a door.
Slide can be easily programmed to open for your pet. Or what about trying to open the door when your hands are full with the shopping? In fact, anytime you are loaded up, it would be great to see your door opening for you.
Well, we entertain a lot at home, so the AutoSlide is a lot easier for us, especially when you're carrying our items, drinks, and food. And so it's fantastic, especially with a lot of people, parties. The door is always opening and closing, so it's fantastic.
AutoSlide reduces stress, strain, and injuries when your mobility is an issue.
I need the AutoSlide in my house because I've got a daughter with a disability in a wheelchair.
Okay, so even if it is not this way of automatic, but I want to talk about the sound that it made. And the sound has to do something with an electromagnet. And it is snapping somehow. And even if it is not opening and closing automatic, then it can be the mechanism that shuts the door. This and opens and let it not open it in the way that it is moving, but opening that it can be moved. You know, the lock, to unlock it. This can be done with these magnets, you know, electromagnets, and they make a sound. And now we go back to the Tostee case. I'm thinking about the sound, that the sound proves Tostee wrong. So this is I took this well-known video here, and I checked it out, and I was analyzing the sound. So let's go to the beginning. Oh, it's maybe too moment. Maybe like this, okay? So now I start this part. Check it.
These are the forensic photos of Gable's flat. Meters away is the telescope clamp that Warriena grabbed and allegedly tried to use as a weapon.
This is where I've basically bundled her up and started to carry her out the nearest door. Why are you trying to hit me with that? Huh?
How far is it between the front door and the balcony door?
It's a lot closer to the balcony door, and it was wide open, and it was the logical option at the time.
One question is, was it wide open in this moment, or is this a kind of door that is closing? You know, it's a question.
The balcony door, and it was wide open. Balcony door, wide open.
This is one question. Is this a correct information of him? Now we go on.
I would, but you better.
Did you hear the sounds? This clicking, click, click, clack. I go a little bit back. Check it again.
I would, but you better.
This. So there are different sounds. The doors are different, you know. Here we have three sounds. In the other example, it was a little bit different. It is not all the same, but I think this comes from the same region. It comes from the door, and the door can prove Tostee wrong. I go. You see it also with your eyes, and you hear it what we are doing. Now I let it again here, and the next part. This is a detail from this. So okay. Okay. Now again a part of it. So now for comparison to this other things kind of door.
People with mobility issues, and also if they have got pets. People with mobility issues, and also if they have got pets.
This sound tak 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 tak. Two short things, but other doors can be a little bit different, you know. It must not sound 100% the same, because it is only to remind you. Think to it. Is this the door? And when it is proof that it is the door, then we come to another point. Okay, I go one more time here.
People with mobility issues, and also if they have got pets. People with mobility issues, and also if they have got pets. People with mobility issues, and also if they have got pets.
Okay, so now we go back to the sound of this. So, and this was when he, you know, they quarreled in the room. Then he put her out on the balcony, and this is when he went in from the balcony. This is what was this sound, you know. This is during this. So. He went in from the balcony. So this was this sound. So now we go here.
Just 27 seconds after Warriena Wright is locked out on the balcony, she falls to her death.
Okay, so I'm okay.
The haunting final scream recorded on Gable's phone.
He's breathing like this because he's seeing her. She's going over the edge. And then she felt. And then he is again manipulating the door. Right after she felt. So I want to show he was the whole time at the door. He was watching her. He saw how she was drunk, how she put herself in danger. She went over this railing, or how to call it, and there he could have helped her, and he was fighting with himself. And he's, you know, how to call it, moment. Yeah. His conscience, the conscience is the word. He was breathing so hard because his conscience, he knows she will die now if he is not helping her, and instead of helping her and running out and helping her, he watched her dying. He watched her falling. And he was the whole time at the door. He watched her. And I want to prove it with the sound of the door. You know, this is the aim of the video. So we go back and starting these things again.
Just 27 seconds after Warriena Wright is locked out on the balcony, she falls to her death.
And you will hear soon after, the sound of her falling is not so clear. This is things because it's through the door, locked door. But right after 1 second after she was crying and falling, he manipulated the door, and the sound of him manipulating the door right in the moment she is falling. This shows he is at the door when she is falling. He is watching her. He is breathing because he is watching her. He's conscious. Tells him he shall do something, and the sound of the door proves that he is watching her and not helping her. So this I want to show. Again, I go back.
Just 27 seconds after Warriena Wright is locked out on the balcony, she falls to her death. The haunting final scream recorded on Gable's phone.
Okay, so this is here. You see this big. This is his breathing. His breathing. Here she is falling. Here she is falling. So maybe we check it a little bit. I make it a little bit bigger. So okay. And right after it, you get this. I think this is already the sound of the door, but we check this part again. The sound of the the sound, and you can watch it here also. So check it out.
She falls to her death. The haunting final scream recorded on.
Yeah, and this is his breathing, you know, this is his breathing, and here she is falling, and then after, right after the things, very fast after the fall, you hear the door, and this proves he is standing at the door and manipulating. So check it.
On Gable's phone.
Breathing. Now cry. Tack, 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 tack. This is the door. This is, so don't tell me, yeah, this other door is a little bit different. Yes, of course, this other door is a little bit different, but the principle is the same. There is a magnet, electromagnet, and this is locking and unlocking, and this is the sound. Or similar stuff, but in this type of circumstances it is. So again, breathing, then crying here and falling, and then tuck, the sound of the door. So he is right at the door. He is watching her. He sees her going in the danger, and his conscience makes him so upset, breathing, but he is not helping her. Again, breathing, conscious, falling, tuck. Yeah, here's another one. Here's another. This is 3 sounds. I go back here now. Check, tuck, and another sound. This would be too much speculating. We need the door. We need the door to explain it exactly what is happening. But here there are 3 sounds of the door. Check it 3 times. Tuck, 2, 3. Again, 3 sounds of the door. 1, 2, 3. I tell the number after the sound was. First the sound, then I tell the number. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, okay. This is what I want to show. Now I have to have this video, and I have it, a parts of this situation. I repeat it and so on. Okay, we listen to it. Yeah, this is the 3 sounds of the door here. This is the fall. Now the fall and the sound. 1, 2, 3. Now we check the sounds when he pushed her out. When this was here it was the sound after she fell. When he manipulated the door 1 second after it, and now again to the sound when he put her out from the room to the balcony when she was still living. Again, you see the three sounds. This door making somehow the 3 sounds. Again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, and here again, 1, 2, 3. So, again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Falling.
Did you hear her scream?
I didn't hear it with my own ears, no.
Okay, so and now this is and now we come to another point. He is now asked if he if he heard her scream, and he is lying. He is lying. He watched her. So I'm convinced. He watched her. He stood at the door. He could have helped her, and he watched her, and of course he heard her scream.
Did you hear her scream?
I didn't hear it with my own ears, no. My phone audio picked up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, all I saw was her on the other side of the rail for a fleeting moment, and then she was gone. All I saw was her on the other side of the rail for a fleeting moment.
No. So, okay. I cannot solve the case. It's totally from Germany. Of course, it needs the people that are near to, there, and they have the information about the building, how this door works, and so. But the door is so important, and the sound of the door is so important. This is missing. I did not look to all websites, but I checked it out a little bit, and I saw nothing about the sound of the door, and therefore I think, is it possible that even in the process at court that they did not, they have all the sounds and so, but they not think to the what the sound of the door can prove here. So the question, if he murdered her, and this is, some people think murder, this is like he has thrown her down. No, he has not thrown her down. So about this question, the Urteil, the conviction, or how to call it, the sentence for him was right. He did not murder her in the way to throw her down. But there's a second kind of murder, when you bring a helpless person in a situation where the person is dying, and you watch her, and he is standing at the door watching her, not helping her. This is in Germany also a kind of murder. It is not the same kind of murder like when you go in the house and stab someone to death or so, and bring the knife with you. But it is a kind of murder. Standing at the door, watching her helpless and drunk, going there. He said, like this, he put her out on the balcony, then he did something else, and suddenly he saw her, she is there, and now she is falling, and he could not do something. No, he watched her, and in the time he was breathing, he could have opened the door and catch her before she is falling. He could have saved her, and this is a kind of murder. So anyway, I think the sound of the door has to lead to a new process. If not a process to send him in prison, if this is not possible, I don't know the kind of law in Australia, because it's not so. In many countries, you cannot brought to the court for the same case 2 times. But in about the yes, he has to pay. It's also about money, He this daughter has this woman has a family, and it is also about money. And this is also a punishment, And so I think with this new insight there is the option that there can be a new process, and he can be convicted to this kind of murder, that he was always at the door, he saw her, he did not help her, and he is guilty for this. Okay, this is my contribution.